Good
We don't really have
morning.
a team name yet.
It's good to see you guys didn't die.
Yeah, it's usually better when that happens. We haven't had to test the chamber of things I'm not allowed to talk about anymore.
All right. So, death aside, or any of that stuff, we have a confusing debacle on our hands right now. For you see, the portal turned itself on, and out popped 3 envelopes, all with your names on them.
That's concerning.
Yes, this is why I did not bring Nameless in as well. It was just Galark, Milo, and Nim.
We would like to see our envelope, please.
Gladly. Here you go. As you look at the envelope, it appears to be normal parchment sealed with purple wax. A sigil is pressed into the center of the wax, but you can't recognize who it's from.
Was it opened or no?
You can open it. He didn't. Beniaro didn't open any of them.
Okay.
I'll open it and
You all get pretty much the same thing, and it all says, "You are cordially invited to attend a murder. I, Elminster, will be hosting a murder mystery party at my home in Baldur's Gate. You are invited to attend this event and help solve the case of my untimely demise. We will start the evening with hors d'oeuvres and mingling, followed by a spectacular dinner prepared by my personal chef. After dinner, you will find me dead, and it will be upon you to determine who amongst my guests is the murderer. I shall endeavor to play the best corpse I can, but you must excuse the occasional chortle as you stumble through my clues. Magically yours, Elminster." It actually spoke out loud to you.
Have I ever heard of this guy before in my life?
You have never heard of Elminster, and you've never heard of Baldur's Gate.
what?
Nim will be the murderer.
I don't think it's up for us to decide, no.
Oh,
So as you can see, this isn't necessarily something we get. It's not necessarily someone calling up for help, but they've turned on the portal themselves, and it's still open for you to go through.
Where is this place? Have you ever heard of this? Baldur's Gate
No,
before?
I imagine it's a different plane of existence.
Interesting.
This portal works on different planes now? I thought it just took us around the planet.
That's what I thought too, but it opened on its own.
this is probably fine.
This is what I'm saying. Anyways, the portal's open for you. Would you like to go through?
Nim is prepared.
If there's no other pertinent work for us, I'm not sure if this is going to really be something that comes with a reward.
I'm not exactly sure either, but if it turns out that help is needed over there, I'll think of something to compensate you.
Murder is its own reward.
Maybe for you, Nim. Maybe for you. And your vast amount of Nims.
I don't feel like I'm properly dressed up for this, but I guess it is a murder party. Probably pass.
Well.
Pass, like the outfit will pass for it. I'll not pass on the party.
Guess it's hard to pass up free food.
Alright.
No matter how weird the party.
Would you all like to step through?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Beniara leads you down to the portal area. Indeed, the portal is on, and when you look at it, it looks a bit different than what you're used to seeing the portal look like of the current trips that you've had.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of any of normalcy to what could have possibly been the smells that came out of it before. This time it's a purple portal is just open, and on the other side of it you see like a cave-like entrance to somewhere, and you see a light at the end of that somewhere that is, from what you can see through the portal, might be a tower, but you can't tell for sure. And as you step through, you don't get any random smells. Luckily, you don't have any of that stuff. But you're brought to a stairway with a bench to one side and an unlit torch. You can immediately see that there is indeed a tower in front of you. It's looming there, and in a couple of your visions, or maybe all of them actually, you can see a person standing near the tower entrance at the door and enthusiastically looking at you.
Greetings.
Is the portal that we came through still behind us?
The portal is now gone.
Perfect. So probably not our portal. Noted.
Hopefully we can get back.
There's
yes,
always one
hello?
way back.
Are you Elminster's adventurer guests? He does this every year. He always invites people for his 40th birthday. Hello, are you them?
Wait, is it always his 40th birthday?
It is always his 40th birthday. Are you those guests?
Yes, we are here for his 40th birthday.
All right, could you please state your names for me so I know what adventurers to mark off the list?
We are Nim Toothbreaker the Third.
Uh-huh,
Milo.
uh-huh.
I'm
Alright.
Glark.
All right. I'm sorry, the invitation was for Nim Toothbreaker the Second. Do you
Nim
by chance know
Toothbreaker
where
the
Nim Toothbreaker the Second is?
Nim Toothbreaker the Second is no longer with us.
Ah. Huh. Are you a brother?
We are Nim.
I see you're a Warforged. I'm confused, but I'm going to allow it. All right, come this way. Come on, come. You guys are all led inside. The door opens. And Diz walks you inside. And as you walk inside, Diz walks forward and says, "Hello, the adventurers have arrived. Mr. Pathos, wise sir, Mrs. Albert, and Kira. These are our honored adventurer guests, Nim Toothbreaker the Third, Galark, and Milo. I would like you all to greet each other, and I will be around to help with any questions you might have." It definitely seems when you're looking at Diz as he's doing this, he's very excited and he seems eager to please, but he's also kind of awkward about it. Nim, why are you walking around me?
We are Nim.
Is that it? That's all you got? Okay. I'm gonna go over here. And he sits down at the chair right there. And he starts joining the conversation. And he looks over to you one more time. Come on, come mingle. Join everyone. So what do you guys do? You've been introduced to all these new individuals. They're all kind of looking at you. From what you can see, Diz, as excitable as he is, doesn't necessarily seem too bright. Mrs. Albert, despite the last name, is not an Albert.
How disappointing.
She is an elderly old lady from what you can see of her, though. Kira is a beautiful high elf woman who makes no concealment of the fact that she is wearing tight dark leather and is currently bristling with weapons. And Pathos, the last person, is an old coot that very much looks like a necromancer. For lack of a better explanation, he looks like a necromancer.
Interesting. Nim was a necromancer once.
What?
What?
I didn't know that about you, Nim.
You are a strange one.
We are strange many.
Pathos pipes up. A necromancer, you say?
Yes,
So, are you not one now?
correct.
What do you happen to be now, then? And how did you drop being a necromancer so easily?
We died.
Uh-huh.
Ironic.
Death brings about new beginnings.
I see you're kind of loopy. You refer to yourself as a we.
Yes, we do.
This isn't some pronoun to be nice to yourself. This is what I'm thinking.
This is what we think.
That was coffee.
Yes. We are
Personality.
nim.
So you just have a disorder.
Don't we all?
Uh-huh.
Victor walked in.
Diz is trying to listen in intently on both your conversation and Kira and Mrs. Albert's conversation, and kind of stumbles out of his chair. Oh, I'm sorry.
Seem rather clumsy.
It happens. I've been apprenticed under Elminster for such a long time. I was hoping to, at some point I'd be as great as him, but I've still got a long ways to go.
How long have you been his apprentice?
Well, I don't know. He says he's 40 every year, so I think I've been apprenticed to him for 40 years. Bless you.
Thank you.
Well, why does his age determine how long you've been his apprentice?
Oh, I don't know. Elminster's just very awesome, and I can't really put a date to the years I've been apprenticed under him. And Pathos goes, because you're more of his intern than his apprentice. Diz ashamedly looks down, but goes, yeah, I guess that's right.
Are you three familiar with him?
Mrs. Albert goes, dearie, we wouldn't be here if we weren't familiar. We are all Elminster's closest friends.
Oh,
Aha.
I see. He neglected to mention you in the letter that he sent us.
I mean, it wouldn't be much for mingling if there weren't other people to mingle with, isn't that correct, Kira? Kira goes, yes, I guess so.
So do you guys get invited to this every year then?
Well,
This,
I'm always
party?
here, so yes?
Makes sense.
Pathos goes, yeah, mostly. It's that one or two mix-ups, but usually it's us four in an adventuring group.
Interesting.
Is it always the same theme, or does he have different themes each year?
I think the murder mystery is a bit of a new one. He's got this smug attitude about it. So we'll see how it goes.
So, you guys playing some games or just kind of chatting and hanging out?
Pathos looks away, kind of doesn't care anymore. Kira and Mrs. Albert both go, well, we were talking before you were here, so if you'd like, you can talk to us as well. What would you like to talk about?
I don't know. I'm not much of a talker.
Well, I've got plenty of stories about Elminster growing up. My late husband Ludolf and I had no children, so Elminster was kind of our child in a way. Consider him more like a godson than anything.
Oh,
Yeah, we knew him when he was as young as a teenager.
How does godsonhood work? Like,
Well, like I'm his godmother, that type of thing.
I see. Okay. That makes more sense. I wasn't looking at it from that direction, I guess. I had this weird, like, if your children died, then he became your child, but I guess.
Pathos goes, "Oh, here she goes. Here's another damn story." Mrs. Albert goes, "Well, fine. If you don't want to hear it so much, I won't tell it."
So, I am
Says-
interested in hearing about Mr. Elmeister?
Yeah.
Elminster.
Elminster. Yes, because all I know about him is that he's hosting this party and that we were invited.
Give me a persuasion check.
I didn't realize I was gonna, like, rip it out of these people's hearts and souls. Persuasion? I assumed my charisma would be worse. Holy. I got an 18. I need to open up Beyond 20 stuff.
There goes the mouse. There goes the mouse.
Doing a test roll.
So persuasion 18.
Yeah. I was doing a test roll real quick to make sure it's actually going through.
Mrs. Albert's face lights up. And she says, "Ah, well, Elminster accidentally traveled back in time to his childhood home. There were plenty of shenanigans that happened. That's how we kind of met him when he was a teenager."
am not
So-
doing well.
so he traveled back in time as a teenager?
He traveled back in time as a teenager, and now he's like ancient, but
And he
40
traveled
all the
back to
time.
his childhood home. Did he live in a different home as a child as opposed to when he was a teenager?
I assume it's the same home. I mean, you kind of grow up in the same home unless he left, but otherwise, he did visit us, Ludolf and me, and so we were pretty much his second home for a while.
Interesting.
If he traveled
Yeah,
back in
he
time
got
to
all
his,
up to all sorts of hijinks.
if he traveled back in time to his childhood home, what happened to the other version of him?
It's probably the one that's in his bedroom now.
Is that the one that invited us to the party?
Yes. Remember, I did say he accidentally time traveled. Kira, you can see her. She actually puts up quotes around it when she hears Mrs. Albert about to say accidentally.
Where is the older one, or did he go back?
It's the same Elminster. There is only one.
I'm now more confused.
Don't think about it too much, Sonny. There was the time that he kind of teleported to the top of our house, but he teleported too high and then fell through the roof. Luckily, he fell onto one of our couches, so it didn't hurt him too bad.
That's good, at least. He seems a little reckless.
Seems rather accident prone.
Yeah, him and Pathos used to get up to a bunch of stuff too, didn't you, Pathos? I don't care at all for this right now.
What do you care for? You did decide to come to a party. I assume you decided, I guess. I shouldn't assume.
I'm here because Elminster invited me. I'm not here to really play a stupid game, but if things happen here that seem like they could be interesting, maybe I can learn something. I hardly ever leave my crypt as it is. Usually my undead minions are out taking care of things for me.
That sounds pretty handy.
They do get around. Just recently, actually, I conquered a small village with the undead minions of mine, and I'm planning on putting in a summer lair there.
We think that sounds lovely.
Everyone needs a summer lair somewhere, right?
Oh, yes. Benyara was talking about one.
I don't have a summer lair, but I don't need one. I'm happy with my normal lair.
You have a lair?
Well, it's my home. I assume that means the same thing.
No, not quite. A lair is where you scheme.
But where do I scheme if I only have one home?
You shouldn't be mixing up your... You shouldn't shit where you eat, so to speak.
Do you scheme?
No.
Pathos, realizing that a lot of the conversation has turned to joke at this point, goes, maybe you might want to talk to Kira over there. She is Elminster's ex-girlfriend, after all.
Kira looks like she could hurt me if I say something wrong.
Analysis. Correct.
Kira goes, oh, well, thanks for that.
It's also brand new.
Wait, Kira said that?
Kira said that.
I just is that a genuine thanks, or are you like offended? You just have a lot of weapons.
What's your insight?
Why would I use insight when I could just ask her?
No, it's fine. I met Elminster at a concert, and the two of us dated for a few months. Eventually, it became clear that Elminster wanted more from a relationship than I did, so we kind of went our separate ways.
Ah. But you still come to
And-
his parties?
And he still invites you?
Well, yeah, we can remain friends after our breakup. Duh.
Analysis. Inconclusive.
Plus, I have a job around here anyways, so this is kind of two birds, one stone type of deal.
Mm.
Sounds convenient.
Indeed.
So do you enjoy fighting, or are those more defensive?
Give me a persuasion roll again.
That one's not as good.
Is anyone else also curious in this?
We're, well, curious but not dash.
Curious, apparently. If Nim had eyebrows, they would be raising right now questioningly towards Kira with Galark's questioning. And somehow Kira can tell this because Kira replies to Nim in particular. Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. I was just sent here to kill an adventurer. They've starting to become kind of famous, and this is just one of the things.
Not one of us, is it?
We aren't famous.
Oh, no, it's none of you three. And yeah, none of you are that famous. Especially not Nim over there. Not at all.
Would we know said adventurer?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
This is like a client confidentiality kind of thing.
Give me an insight check.
Why do I have so much wisdom? Oh no, I just have.
I'm curious.
Oh my god.
She's not necessarily being secretive about it, but she's definitely not revealing anything more than that. But you can tell there's more to reveal.
Do they have a
Oh,
name?
yeah, like a name would be.
For me to know and you to ... Diz goes, all right, well, I think it's time I go get Elminster for, we got to get the main attraction here, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Party's gotta actually get going at some point. He has to
Right.
die eventually.
Nim
Get it?
goes up the stairs to go get Elminster.
So, who do you guys think the murderer is gonna be?
I said Nim goes. I meant to say Diz leaves to check on Elminster.
Oh, I completely missed that you said Nim. I just assumed that's
Yeah, I said I accidental. Nim
Yeah.
did say it. Nim wanted to be the murderer.
yeah. I don't know if it's pre-assigned or if we like draw straws or something.
Or maybe it's somebody that's not even in this room.
Diz leaves to
He's
check on
already
Elminster,
dead.
and a moment later you hear a blood-curdling scream. Everyone moves quickly. Pathos, Mrs. Albert, Mrs. Albert as fast as she can anyways, and Kira all jump up and start moving towards the stairs to go up to where Diz is anyways. And everyone moves to the study or bedroom, and as it were, where you find Diz standing near a large wooden desk piled high with scrolls and artifacts. Seated with his body slumped over the desk is Elminster. Diz looks to you all and exclaims, "He's dead! Like, for real, I think!"
Can I perform a medicine check?
Alright, hold on.
Assuming that we followed them up there.
Yeah, you guys
I
all
would've
followed
followed
too.
them up.
Yeah. Should I just roll, or he's not gonna let me touch the body?
Hold on, I gotta
Oh.
get you guys here first. Don't think you can see anything at the moment.
I hope you roll like a 2 and you're like, yeah, this man's never been alive.
This isn't even a person. I'm also hoping for something like that. That'd be funny.
Pay no mind to Flamin' Hot Chester. Never mind, Flamin' Hot Chester's too big. We need someone smaller.
Oh, I feel like I'm not able to see Flamin' Hot Chester,
There
which
you
is good. He
I'll
be
may
one
scare
second.
me.
a better room for this. Hold on, I might have a better room for this.
Did you get quieter? Did my mic break, or is that something else going on?
Me?
Yeah, or were you just talking somewhere else?
I was mumbling to myself.
Ah, it came through very faintly. I couldn't quite hear it. So.
First, to make sure it has everything I need it to have. Ooh. Yeah. That works better. That works much better. All right, we're gonna activate this one instead.
It's dark again.
That's because your characters aren't here.
Where's Chester when we need him?
All right. Clark. Milo. Nim. That. Put that guy there.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We need. Diz. Kira. Mrs. Albert.
I like that it's Dresden's Wizard Tower.
Yeah, I just imported the map, so that's what it named him as.
I figured it's just the Dresden Files books that
Oh, that's neat.
I've read.
Yep.
If only he had enough money to have his own tower, I'm sure he'd like that.
Well, he ends up with a castle at the end of the last book.
He does.
Are you having fun with the door?
Yes.
I can't even see the door.
Kid's busy clicking on it.
I'm not surprised. Oh, he's gone.
All right. You're all in the room.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to get away from the door. I hate it. I'll just move my screen so I can't see it. Perfect.
From what you can see, Elminster's study is lived in and very well used. It's filled with books, keepsakes, and knickknacks. Elminster himself seems to be slumped over on the desk. And if you go up to him to give him a medicine check,
Yes, I will do that. Unless you want me to not roll.
Diz does move out of your way. And you can do so.
Oh, it was almost a 4. Shit.
Now we need stuff. He is verifiably dead.
I'm no doctor, but that man's not breathing.
Are there any puncture wounds? Blood?
I
Dribble
don't
on the
know.
mouth. You inspected
Unsure.
his corpse, did you not?
I haven't moved him, so we can't tell for sure. I mean, he definitely looks dead from here. This sucks. He's my favorite wizard of all time. I can't. I just want to. He needs to be alive.
I understand the disaster here. Do you know other wizards? Like,
There's like Mordekainen. There's Tasha. There's other Faerunian wizards of
do
renown.
you know any of them personally?
I know Elminster. He's my favorite. I even have his card. He pulls out like a collectible card game card.
Oh, we have cards. I'll pull out my singing card.
It's like all hollow and everything. It's like an ultra rare.
That's dope. I'll pull out my dancing, singing, music sounding card. I don't know if it dances or sings, but
You hear the
plays a
chip
little
tune.
Do, 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 do.
Not quite.
I don't think that's the chip tune. Unless we're in Game of Thrones all of a sudden.
I mean, there is death.
But is
There's
there
definitely a
enough
lot of-
death? Is there enough death?
Not yet. That's when these people start getting picked off one by one, I'm sure. Well, is there anything on his desk that might indicate he was working on something just before he died?
Hold on a second. Elminster's corpse is sprawled across the top of the desk. His right arm is tucked under his body, but his left arm stretches out towards a strange artifact on his desk. It appears to be a clockwork songbird.
Interesting. Do we think the songbird did it?
So his hand's on the songbird, or is it just
It's
Reaching
reaching
out.
out for the songbird.
okay? What if I push the songbird towards his hand?
The tiny songbird suddenly springs to life, and it shouts out in a high-pitched little voice, "Password! Password!"
Ooh, maybe he has it in his other hand.
Do you go to move Elminster?
Well, I mean, Milo's closer.
All right. Before you potentially go to move Elminster, other items on the desk include, from what you can see, a small framed picture of Volo crying happily while holding a small purplish pink bear with green spots,
Is this
various
labeled?
spell components and flasks of alchemical solutions, a small empty gilt cage with the door hanging open.
I'm sorry, a guilt cage?
Gilt cage.
Golden.
Oh.
adamantium manacles, and a personalized stationery pen and inkwell.
Kinky.
How is that kinky?
The manacles.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the stationery, and I'm like, how is the stationery kinky?
I'm no wizard.
Correct.
I will also mention there are, when you were at the entrance, before moving over to Elminster's body, those of you who were surveying the area, there's, of course, the desk with Elminster's body splayed over it, a very large painting of Elminster behind the desk, winking as he points double finger guns. Pew, pew. A suit of armor standing in the left corner of the room nearest to the party. I don't have it on the map, but it is there, don't worry.
I believe you.
A painting just to the left of the entrance depicting Elminster's tower, which you are currently in. A large porcelain vase just to the right of the entrance with a handful of staves stuffed in it. It appears to be a staff holder. A large worn chest in the furthest left corner, so basically kind of over here-ish. The far wall is covered with filled bookcases. This is a library and it doesn't have any bookcases in it, so imagine that the far wall is filled with bookcases from here to here. An old rug covers most of the floor in the middle of the room. That's actually true. A large fish tank sits on the right wall. So basically this thingy is, imagine it's a fish tank instead.
I like how it looks like an actual tank, and then I just imagine that there are fish driving it.
2 wingback chairs rest on either side of the fish tank, angled towards each other, and a large chandelier hangs from the center of the ceiling. Also true. You are welcome to investigate any or all of these.
Back to, I believe, Nim's question on, I can't remember if it was Nim or Milo talking about whether our dead dude man was drooling or bleeding out of any of his orifices or anything.
Do you go to move him?
I'll go for it unless Milo wants to because he's closer.
Milo will let you because he is not a strong man.
You lift Elminster's body and sit him upright in his chair, revealing a beautifully carved gemstone on the desk. It's about the size of a fist and almost entirely black except for a faint purple glow that originates deep inside the stone. Inspecting his body, give me an investigation check.
Investigation. This is gonna be bad.
Once he's lifted up, Milo will investigate as well.
Okay, give me an investigation.
And roll it back.
Jesus Christ! I rolled a 19, bro. I got the same.
Same information to both of you. He is 100% for real dead. No wounds, just dead.
Smarter man than I would have theories. However, I'm not a smarter man.
You sounded a bit far away there.
You can't be smarter than yourself.
I stood up to wrap my blanket around my body before I sat back down. That's why I said if I were a smarter man.
I wonder what this orb thing is.
It looks important since he was holding on to it, covering it with his body.
Taste it.
For
poison.
Did he have anything in like his other hand? Because I know it was clutched under him whenever he was like curled over.
You're not going through his stuff. You're just checking his other hand, which is empty.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not about to pickpocket a dead man. Not really. There might be clues in there, but I don't know how.
Milo isn't
Do
about
you
checking his
want to
pockets,
search the
so
body?
he'll check the pockets and stuff to see if there's anything.
Yeah, I'll let you do that one. I picked up the dead guy. You can check his stuff.
All right. Milo, you find a deck of cards. They look like just a normal deck of cards. Give me another investigation check on them, though.
Alright. Maybe
I
I
like the way you said that.
It is a deck of many things. No, they're actually just trick cards.
I almost found out how he died.
Open up the sleeves to inspect his sleeves. He has 2 doves, one up each sleeve, and both of them fly out. A single old worn Taraka card, the traitor, is stuffed in his I think it's supposed to be tarot card, but it says Taraka on here. So I'm gonna say tarot card. The traitor specifically is what it is, stuffed in his front right pocket. Various spell components in his belt pouches, and 2 wands in hip holsters.
I like that he has hip holsters like he would a gun for his wands. So I guess that's not uncommon. I don't know how long the wands are.
You, even as silly and dumb as you might be as a barbarian, know that hip holsters are actually a pretty common thing for wizards.
I guess I've not seen a wizard in real life, so I'm just imagining it as like whipping them both out and shooting 2 fireballs out of each one. Or a fireball
Is
out of each one.
a way to make sure that they can have the wands readily available while in combat instead of needing to reach through their bags. It is basically their version of drawing a sword.
Makes sense. This card says the word traitor on it. That's interesting. Assuming I can read. I think I can.
You are a barbarian. I don't know if barbarians still can't read in this edition. I think they can't.
They're literate in 5th.
They are
I
literate
think,
in
yeah,
5th, you said?
literacy is intelligence based, I think.
Then you can read.
Yeah, it was
Assuming
just
8 allows
they-
me to read.
yeah. Oh, D&D 5e.
I don't know what the
literacy.
cutoffs are.
I'm not sure if it's 8 or if it's 10.
God, it'd be awkward if I can't read. I act like I read that letter earlier.
Literacy is the default condition for PCs. That is, every PC is literate, but a player can decide to be illiterate and gain a proficiency bonus assigned as desired. I
Okay.
don't know if that's homebrew or not.
Oh,
is there
I would
anything-
love to accept a base understanding of how to read.
Then you can read. Glark has entered the Matrix. A disc was inserted. He now knows how to read.
Yeah, that probably doesn't mean anything. I don't know what a tarot card is, but or sorry, tarot.
Taraka.
Tarot.
Taraka.
I don't see
Kokotaraka.
any. I
Nice.
don't even know if I know what a tarot card is. I shouldn't say it's a tarot card.
For fortune telling.
I'm talking about my character.
Oh,
I know what a tarot.
You do actually hear Diz go, "Oh right, I also know Volo."
Didn't you say his name earlier? Not important. We have a dead man here. We should look more into this.
do
I'm a
Pathos,
Selminster.
do Pathos, Kira, and Owlbear just look completely unconcerned?
Owlbear is crying in the chair. She had to sit down due to her old age. She
That
couldn't
is
bear
sad.
standing anymore. Do you actually go to question any of them? Kira, just looking at her looks kind of shocked, which when you looked at her downstairs, she looked really relaxed and confident. So the shock is a bit of a surprise for you guys to see.
And Pathos? Is he
And
eyeing up the corpse?
I
He
actually
licking his
need a medicine check because Mrs. Albert stopped moving.
Don't worry, our professional doctor on site has got this.
Lark moves over to Mrs. Albert. You go to shake her.
Well, I
Lark.
don't need to shake her. Like that
Okay,
sounds
okay.
violent.
No. It's not.
All
It's not that
about-
you're not being violent or anything. It's just you did the shake of is she dead type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And you get no response. Nim, you
He's
bump
napping.
Galark out of the way politely. And you walk up to Mrs. Albert, and you can immediately discern that the poor old lady has fainted. She couldn't handle the shock of seeing a dead body of basically her godson.
She lives. For now.
And Nim, you shake her slightly too, and she wakes up at your touch. And she is still sobbing over it. Pathos. Give me. No, never mind. You don't have to give me. You can actually just see offhand. Pathos appears to be aloof and unconcerned.
Classic Pathos.
Ooh, Pathos is a necromancer, right?
He is a necromancer.
Are you able to bring back the man and ask him questions about how he died? I don't know how necromancy works.
Knowing Elminster, he's probably faking this shit right now. He'll reveal himself anytime now.
What happens if you try to use bring back the dead necromancy stuff on a person who's alive?
Well, what I think you're asking for is a resurrection, and it just wouldn't work.
Oh, I guess I just assumed. I don't know. Can the people you bring back with necromancy not talk, or are you not able to do that?
Do you want me to bring him back as a zombie?
Can zombies talk?
No.
Oh well, that
They
seems
know
like,
languages, but they only follow commands.
that seems. Oh, can you command them to tell you what happened? I
They
don't know
would
what
not
They
said.
cannot
have
talk.
the soul that they had in their past life, so no, they wouldn't know what happened. Give me an insight check.
Can I insight as well?
Since you're drilling them so hard. Sure.
Oh, I was just trying to understand how the necromancy works.
He seems like he's explained everything he can for you.
Makes sense to me. Diz. You knew the man. What would be the password to this here songbird? That there songbird, now that I'm over here.
Ooh. Hold on a second. I don't know the password to the songbird. It's Elminster's songbird.
Ah.
Was
Are there
there
any go ahead.
I'm so sad.
was there anyone else in this tower besides us?
No, it's just us. All right, look. I was supposed to be the pretend murderer for the party. That's why I went to go inspect on Elminster so that I could like set up the act for us.
Oh, you did a good job. Very
It's
believable.
a bit too real at this point, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm pretty convinced he's dead. He must have done a great job.
Look, I even have the bottle and everything. He's not supposed to be dead like this. I have a bottle of poison, but it's not actually poison, but it just has the skull and crossbones drawn on it. It's fake poison you were supposed to discover on his person, revealing you were supposed to discover on my person, revealing me to be the killer.
Can I inspect the poison and see if it's fake or real?
Give me an investigation.
Can I also look to make sure there's actually still stuff in it?
It is full.
Okay.
9.
Smelling it reveals a somewhat sweet odor, and when you taste it, it's just sugar water.
I didn't know I could taste.
You
I
drink
didn't know you could taste either. That
Did
was
you
meant for
drink
someone not
the-
Warforged.
Did you drink the maybe not poison?
Don't worry, we are immune to poison, I think. We think.
Look, I'm just reading from a script here, guys.
Yes. Oh, wait. We are not immune, but we are resistant.
Ah, who did this? Diz yells out.
Well, we should probably investigate a bit more to see if we can find any more clues.
What would you
Is
like to do?
anything on the bookshelf stand out to me?
Anything on the bookshelves? 1 second. The bookshelves are filled with various books, such as old school spell books and introduction to card tricks, comic books, weirdly enough, and the art of dual wielding wands. Some of the shelves also have a few display items. Most notable, I can't read right now. Most notably, there is a set of painted clay souvenir tokens from all the major cities of the Sword Coast, a collection of small jade figurines, and a porcelain wand on a wood pedestal protected by a glass cover. There doesn't seem to be any order to where the books are stuffed or where the items are placed.
Interesting. Nothing like out of place though. Like everything's.
Give me an investigation.
Do. This is gonna go well. Shit. 8.
Nothing that you see out of the ordinary.
All's good in the hood on the bookshelf.
Give me a persuasion.
What? Okay.
I'm kidding. You don't have to roll that one.
9. I rolled the same number.
While he's working on that, can I investigate the desk to see if there's anything else that we didn't see already, and if anything looks like it's been
Elminster's
damaged or
desk?
is that yeah. Basically seeing if it's anything looks damaged or out of place, or if there's something that we hadn't seen already.
Give me an investigation.
Right?
Jesus, for you +8. This keeps showing up.
It doesn't look like there's any damage on the desk or anything like that. Just wear and tear from. It's just a worn desk, especially around the edge where Elminster is seated. Pretty much because he works at the desk all the time, so he's always there, and the oil from his hands has over time eroded the desk down to what it is. However, as you take a closer look around the desk, you look at those manacles again, and you realize that those manacles are also trick manacles and can be easily opened once the person knows where the release is, which you find easily.
Thank
Nim's gonna check out the fish tank.
You did say that before. Sorry, let me get back to you. Give me an investigation.
Shit.
Just on a cursory look, you do see, especially considering you're from another plane, that the fish tank has several exotic fish inside of it.
Oh, I forgot we were on another plane.
I wish I could use perception. This is the opposite of my wizard. I have a -1 investigation here, but a +5 perception. No. We see fish. Blub blub.
You do see a lot of exotic fish.
Blub blub. Are they all alive?
They are all alive, yes.
You think?
I mean, I think I'd be able to tell if there's something floating belly up with a 7.
What? There's a chest over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Milo, do you want to check that out? You seem like the good one that's good with chests and opening of them if they're locked.
Alright, I'll check it out. I'll check out the chest.
Give me an investigation.
Jesus.
On a cursory investigation of the chest, you actually find out that it seems trapped in some way. You think with enough work, you could probably disable the trap.
I'll try and disable the trap then.
Give me a dexterity check. Thieves' tools, dexterity.
I just
not-
cannot roll good at all. I'm rolling against my strengths and
the you hear an audible click, and it's not a good click. And you hear a bunch of gadgets and gizmos start whirring inside the chest.
If possible, I'd like to get between Milo and the chest.
I jump back real quick.
The chest explodes open, and 15 doves are released into the room, flying every which way.
Beautiful.
Should have expected that.
A bunch of scattered feathers and probably some future dove poop all over the place.
Insinuating.
I'll go ahead and look into the chest now and see if there's anything else in there.
All I heard was
Nope, there is nothing else in there. Just some dove poop. And feathers.
And the bottom doesn't look like it's raised up to where there might be a false bottom or anything, right?
It does not.
Okay.
Fortune cookie had 3 fortunes in it.
You were very fortunate.
Well, Elmeister wasn't, unfortunately.
Alright, it's obvious you guys are taking too long at this. This game's over. If Elmister's coming out, he's not doing it right now. I'm gonna go.
You think you're allowed to leave when a man has been murdered?
As I told you, he's probably faking it.
Do you have any proof of that?
I've known Elminster far longer than you have, son.
All I know is I inspected a body that is not alive.
And all I know is that he's faking it. He's always been an arrogant ass like this anyways.
Sounds like you
Well,
have a
dude.
grudge against the man.
No grudge.
Well, can you tell what that orb in front of him is?
As you look, the orb is no longer in front of him.
Where'd the orb go?
Have I seen Pathos get anywhere near the desk?
Yeah, he was just near the desk. What is your passive perception, though?
Passive perception is just 10.
15.
14.
He wasn't really trying to be too stealthy in doing it, but yes, he did go near the desk. Presumably it was to check up on Elminster himself.
I suspect that he stole it. The thing that we're asking about.
What?
Okay. Do you have that orb that was in front of him?
What orb?
You can't gaslight me, sir. Think someone knew you were right next to the desk just now.
I am insulted. You think that I took the stupid orb? I don't even know what orb you're talking about. I was over by Miss Adalbert.
You were.
Checked on Elminster, and that's it. Keep pressing me like this. I will take my leave.
I don't think you should do that.
Your behavior has been nothing but condescending towards me. I do not deserve this. I am leaving.
You stole an item from a dead man, I believe. I mean,
I saw you close that door.
Huh? No.
if my party members are not opposed, I would like to prevent the man from leaving.
He's at the door.
Nim requests you wait until this is resolved.
Look, you're fumbling at nothing. Telling you he's faking it. You have no proof of anything. Let me leave.
No.
Oh, if you're so sure he's faking it, help tell us how he's faking it.
Or give us
Just
the orb back.
prejudice against necromancy, aren't you?
I don't know anything about necromancy. That should be obvious.
Exactly. That means you're just prejudiced against it because you don't understand what I have to go through to make a living around here.
I just figured in order to be a necromancer, you had to be good at magic, and you might be able to puzzle out how he's faking this.
As I said, he's Elminster. He's always been full of tricks. You saw the dove chest. He's always been an ass like this as well.
See, you keep calling him an ass. It makes me think he did something to you.
Give me a persuasion, intimidation, or deception check.
I believe I get an advantage on intimidation checks, I think.
Intimidates?
And I am
Intimidation, or
feeling-
what was the third one?
Deception.
Oh, I just get proficiency, not advantage. I am not very scary.
Oh, no.
But I will grapple him if he tries to leave further. If Nim doesn't.
Were you joining in on that, Milo, or no?
Ah, it seems like they've got things handled, so I'll just stand back and watch.
Get away from me and let me out this door right this instant.
Nim, do you got this? You want me to get up?
You hold, I punch.
I don't think we need to punch him. We don't need to punch him. We just need to find the orb. It might have more clues.
You hold, I search.
Since you are not letting him through the door peacefully, he actually exclaims, "That sham artist Elminster wouldn't be anyone if it weren't for me. When we were apprentices together, he copied my notes, and I'm pretty sure he even stole my spell books. His fame has always been unearned, and it was time he paid the price. Killing's too good for him, and too easily remedied by a quick trip to the nearest temple. So yes, I trapped his soul. I trapped his soul in this very gem right here," and he holds up the gem. "Trapped his soul with a spell that he was never able to properly learn. And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for you meddling adventurers." And he flares out his cloak, and out from his cloak springs a bunch of bones, common for a necromancer just to carry a supply of bones around him. If you were to actually look at a picture that was in one of the books on the bookshelf, you would have seen that Pathos is actually a very skinny lad, and the Pathos in front of you was quite fat this whole time. And the reason for that fatness is because he was concealing all of these bones, which
I see.
reanimate as skeletons.
Oh, no.
Hmm.
I need everyone to roll initiatives as skeletons pop up all over the room.
Oh wait, there's no encounter.
One of them pops up on, like, literally on this thing and knocks it over, and it crashes to the floor and breaks too.
Oh, of course.
Let me add an active encounter. Let me add all of you to the combat. Toggle combat state. Let me delete this elf wizard though, because they don't exist on the combat state.
I feel like doing this at a party with a bunch of adventurers was really the worst time to do this. But I can't blame a man for trying. Well, I mean, since he's trying to kill me, I can definitely blame him.
Milo,
but-
god dang.
Yeah, I couldn't roll above a 10 and then initiative, nat 20, of course.
So as I said, if the party forces Pathos to admit his guilt, which you basically did because you wouldn't let him go, he reaches beneath his robes and reveals several bones that he scatters about the room.
Well, Nim's gonna fuck up Pathos.
Hold on. I need to actually pull up his fucking initiative because it's on this PDF and not on the thing, so I need to roll it. And I need to roll it as a GM roll. Dun dun dun! Although, sadness, there's no possible way he can roll as high of an initiative as Milo.
Not with that attitude.
That's very sad. I'm just gonna roll everyone.
What's that?
I rolled everyone's initiative. Oh no, I brought up the turn order. It's bringing up the turn order again.
I will not. I will choose to not look at it.
No, not that. Not in that way. Like it's bringing up the character sheets as I look at the turn order. So you can now edit your initiatives from there.
Can I?
How do you edit it?
Be able to left click it or double left click it.
If
Just
I double
brings
left
up-
click,
All right. I need to figure out what the hell that module is right now because that's going to be annoying as shit.
That's the next step, I think. If you go into module settings,
Indeed. Save module settings. It might have restarted for you guys.
Yep.
So, how's about that arcane show? Yeah,
Finished it. It was great.
I finished. I watched an episode and a half of this last set, so I'm like halfway through 8.
I just watched the first set of episodes, and I guess I didn't realize that they had more coming out.
Oh yeah, they're the 9 that they released, the 7, 8, 9 that they released like today or yesterday are the last episodes of the season.
Pitt, you are fascinated with doors.
I mean, it's.
I don't even try to
just like
open this
that
one.
It does it.
Like, there are 2 other doors you could be messing with too. You just...
I'm
Nope,
not
one of
next
them's
to
locked.
those doors, though. Oh, it makes
Can't
a
mess
sound.
with the locked one.
Does it make a sound for everyone? Or
Miss
just for me?
Owlbear
Yeah.
is totally not in this. She's
I
sitting there
do
kind of
fear
petrified.
for her. I would like to focus this man whenever I get the opportunity.
Pathos.
Yeah.
Again, cannot possibly roll as high as Milo, but did get that. Milo got a 25. We're going to do that.
So how do I edit my initiative?
I don't think it lets us.
Galaric, what was yours?
8. So not that far off.
8. Nim, what was yours?
16.
16. All right.
Damn, you have double my initiative, and there's one thing between us. That's gonna be real awkward if Kira's on his side.
All right. So Milo, it leads with you because there is no surprise round. You all were ready for this, pretty much.
Uh, since the important person seems to be in Pathos, I'm gonna go ahead and run up here. And I'm,
It's an attack of opportunity.
yeah, that's fine.
I have the right thing here. Okay. All right, Milo. I don't know what that plus plus is. Why is there a plus plus?
They all have advantage on. Wait, all these initiatives done with advantage.
I think it's just how it rolls it.
Let me see. Let me see.
Interesting.
So, do you see my rolls then? Since it showed the initiatives.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I can only see the initiative rolls. If you've rolled again since, I've not seen anything.
Okay, so you can't see that short sword roll because that would be very bad if you could.
Correct. I cannot see the short sword roll. The last thing I saw is the skeleton initiative. That was a 20 and an 8.
Anyways, Milo, there was a nat 1 to try to hit you, so it missed.
Okay. I will take a swing at Pathos.
Okay.
19.
That hits.
Wait, is it? Did it? Oh yeah, it unlinked because it had to reset. All right. Wow.
Oof.
And then since Nim's next to it, I should be able to get sneak attack. And
I like that the number is
No,
blue because you had both a max and a minimum number.
that's funny.
Dice roll.
So
and
that is
Unless it's purple, I can't.
damage.
No, it's blue.
Okay.
Apply damage.
Whoa.
and I guess I'll bonus action take a swing with the short sword.
Okay. Jeez. That hits.
I think with offhand I don't get the +5, so it would probably be 3. If I'm remembering offhand right.
I
I think
always
you still
forget.
get your strength, but not your proficiency.
I always
Got
forget.
proficiency, anyways.
Yeah, I think you get
Uh,
proficiency, but you don't get like the plus, I think.
Where is the book that I have? I'll just look it up. Whatever.
You'd think with how often there are offhand attacks that there would just be an option in D&D Beyond to attack with it as an offhand.
I'm surprised that there is not one.
Oh, there probably is. 1 second.
You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative.
Yeah, so that would mean that's just a 3 then, I believe.
You have +5 dex.
Okay.
Damn.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Begin combat. Pathos' turn. Alright. And Pathos is going to take a scroll out and read said scroll in an attempt to teleport away since he already has what he wants. There's a thing for this somewhere.
Ah, shoot.
Ah,
Instead
Alright.
of attacking, I should have tried to sleight of hand and take the gem. Damn.
he basically took the scroll out. The scroll burns away, and you hear Pathos loudly exclaim, "Ah, screw you, Elminster!" And at this point, Diz exclaims, "Ha! Elminster locked this dimension so that you have to have this key!" And he pulls a key out from under his tunic to teleport out or leave through the front. Oops. As he holds the key up, still chained around his neck.
Why would you show him that? That seems like the worst thing you could have done.
He's not too bright.
He's about to get fucking jumped.
And Pathos will. I'm scrolling the wrong way for Pathos' character sheet. Hold on a second. Look to. Excuse me. Look to Milo, who hit him last. And we'll cast Vampiric Touch on him. I need Beyond up for this. So melee spell attack, it is melee. I need to roll for it. I'm gonna roll another nat 1. No, I'm not. That is a. Come on, fucking PDF, where are you? 19 to hit. Does that hit you?
That hits.
Alright, you take 3d6 damage of necrotic value. That is not as much as your sneak attack. And he recovers half of the hit points of the damage you took, which is 8. You took 8 points, and he recovers 4.
Okay.
Pay no mind to the fact that I had him just use 2 actions there. It was just a bit of cinematography to go with it.
Yeah, I was choosing to neglect that.
And he is verifiably stuck where he's at unless he wants to take a bunch of attacks of opportunity. Which. Does he have a bonus action he can do anything with? Let's see here. We do not. All right, that's Pathos' turn. Brings up Skelemans, that is next to Galark, and will swing at said Galark.
Bring it on.
Oh my gosh. Never mind. Skelemans misses. But Skelemans will also get over here to bar your path, or attempt to. Brings up next Skelemans, who will move over the shattered stuff over here, and move over here as well, knocking over the table, and the looks to be like a weird astronomy kit on top of it, and will also swing at you.
Kira's swinging at me.
Swinging at you, Galark.
Oh, the skeleton. I thought Kira was swinging at me. I don't know
Nope.
why.
Galark, that is a nat
I
20
am-
from a skeleton.
I have so many people next to me, it's hard to keep track of what's happening.
Skeleton just got a nat 20 on you with a short sword.
Gross.
It's gonna deal 6 damage.
Can't wait.
And since the skeleton, I hate you, Kit. I hate you.
Sit down.
Since the skeleton actually hit with an attack, Pathos is going to use his reaction called Touch of Death. Since an ally has successfully hit with an attack, he's going to expend a spell slot. It'll be a first level of his to deal more damage to you.
How many spells can this guy use in a turn?
This is a reaction, and he's
Holy
not
shit.
expending it as a spell. He's expending it like a smite slot.
Oh, that makes sense.
I like how that is how I can explain things to you now.
I can't remember if the spell I'm thinking of is a Finger of Death or the Touch of Death. Because if it's the one that I'm thinking of, this is gonna hurt.
All right, so you took 6 damage from the skeleton, and then 9 damage further, as the skeleton's attack seems to light up with a necrotic burst on impact, and you take 9 necrotic damage.
It's a total of 15 damage. I'm just trying to reset my.
Have you
That brings up
raged yet?
Kira,
No, I haven't had a turn.
Ah.
and Kira goes, you know, comes a time, there comes a place where opportunities like this just don't happen very often. Your time is up. And Kira acrobatically jumps above everyone and lands on the table over here, skidding to a stop in front of Nim, knocking stuff off the table to the ground, clattering and breaking as jars break everywhere. And Kira will attempt to attack at Nim.
Man, don't want to join the bandwagon of people trying to kill me.
You're not her target. Nim is.
I don't know why this is though.
Nim is many beings. Nim is famous.
We are Nim, the
Is
third.
it apparent that as she's leaving my range, she's going to attack Nim, or am I not?
The acrobatically does things is me saying that she uses a disengage action
I
as a
see.
bonus action.
That makes sense. Okay.
Ah, a rogue.
Say if I didn't know she was attacking Nim at all, I wouldn't have gone for it anyway before she left my range.
She's doing it just in case because she's not sure how the skeletons are going to react either. She's just using this in the confusion right now.
Yeah.
And she is going to try to attack Nim with her short sword.
I wonder if Nim was the target.
You wonder if Nim was the target? Not at all, because Nim's currently being attacked right now.
I don't know what kind of opportunity she's taking.
Oh, that's a
advantage
D12.
of.
I don't want to use a D12. I want to use
Maybe she hates machines.
D20.
Rage against the machine.
And
I'm
second
gonna
attack
rage against the
with
skeletons.
multi-attack.
Actually, I don't want to attack the machine.
All right, Nim, that will be a 19 and a 20 to hit you.
Those will hit.
All right, one of them will have sneak attack on it.
That is unfortunate.
So you take. Do you guys even hear like the plops of the dice or anything either when it happens?
Nope.
No.
Oof, well, that's kind of sad. Nim, you take 13 damage from the first attack, and I still hate you because you take 6 damage from the next.
Ouch.
And Nim, that brings up your turn.
Priority, pathos.
This makes my job easier, hun.
Death only brings pleasure to Nim. Our goals are intertwined.
Interwoven? You're either trying to say intertwined or interwoven. I don't know. You hit a middle ground there.
Yes. Uh, 14 and a 20 to hit Mr. Pathos.
14 is a miss, 20 is a hit.
7
Damage it is.
7 damage. Okay. And then we will action surge and strike again. $16.27.
Well, the 27 I think is a crit.
Yes.
So that one does hit. And the 16 hits too. He already used his reaction, so.
So 12 damage from the first attack, and then
16 damage from the next.
16 from the next.
Fly. 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 That should not be him dead.
Not dead?
No, I think it applied one of your damages as the total of both the one-handed and two-handed. So you did 20 damage to him, and then a whip fucked him out into the other one.
Okay. I'll let you figure what's going on there.
Yeah, that's a thing. Hold on. All right, I gotta test that real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna put him at so that so all right. Around there. You definitely bloodied him, that's for sure. So if I apply damage. Yeah, that applied both your one-handed and two-handed damage. It just applied everything.
That's insane.
No, it should be 28 damage total.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, I'm taking specifically from your critical hit where you would only take your one-handed damage.
Mm-hmm.
It is applying your one-handed, your two-handed, your one-handed crit, and your two-handed crit all in one damage number to him.
Hot.
That's a big number. Like at least 20.
If I think I have an idea on how to fix this. Hold on. Because that can't happen. We're gonna apply this as healing. Apply as healing.
So did it do that with his first hit as well?
Uh-huh. So it dealt 20 damage, and then it dealt 2 instances because I did it twice on the other part of 22, 26, 35 damage. Why? Let's just say he hurt him really bad, and it was unintentional hurting. So now we are going to apply the 20 and apply the 16. Or not 20. Hold on. Mother of damn it. Plus 20. Apply the 12. Apply the 16. There we go. Your damage has all been applied, sir. Correctly.
Excellent.
Oh no, that means it was doing that for the Bone Devil too. Ooh, you guys might have had an easier combat than anticipated.
Uh,
And yes, V, there were pocket bones.
just gonna do that.
Part of me hopes that you're healing him just so you can hurt him more. That'd be funny.
With the second wind, it only affects him.
I don't know how second wind works.
That is Nim's turn.
Nim's turn is over. That brings up a Skelemans, who, upon seeing his leader get thrashed, is going to attack Nim.
Expected.
Nim. The Skelemans does an 18 hit.
Yes.
You take 5 damage.
Ouch.
Pathos cannot use another reaction. Galark.
All right. I will rage.
Uh-oh. This is a
Uh,
problem.
I will recklessly attack. I believe is something that I can do. Yes. I'll start at the bottom.
Okay.
Really start. So why is my weapon not equipped? Wait a minute. There we go. I will roll this with advantage to start. I'm also gonna roll with great weapon fighting. So -5 to my roll, +10 to my damage. That's... I don't know if it counted the -5. So 9 + 8, 17 -5 would be 12.
So
To
it's
hit.
12 to hit?
Yeah.
Well, man, these are skeletons. I don't know. A 12 actually misses.
Does it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go again.
We go again.
Oh, fuck, it's another 12. Shit.
With advantage? It is with advantage.
Reckless attack is kind of garbage.
Well,
Reckless attack is actually amazing. He's just rolling like garbage.
am I not considering? I thought I check marked the box for great weapon fighting. Why is it not adding that to my roll automatically?
Oh, no, it isn't adding to... Well, no, it is adding to your roll. That's
Is
9 plus
it?
8 is 17. Yeah.
Yeah,
9
no,
plus 8 is
my
17.
great weapon master should, because I have that checked on beyond 20. It's not calculating it though.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that one.
Weird. Oh well, that was a fun turn. I was hoping for more.
You have raged. If you get damaged, you get to keep your rage. If not, I think you actually lose it because you also missed an attack.
Well, if I attack, I keep it, whether or not
Gotcha.
I hit or not.
Alrighty. That brings up Diz, who, realizing his stupidity, at least, is going to hide. That brings up the last Skelemans, who is going to interpose himself, knocking over the globe on his way over, between Milo, Nim, and Pathos as best as it can, and then it will take a swing at Milo. Gosh. It's going to miss its swing at Milo.
Milo is okay with this.
I bet you are. Milo, that brings up the top of the turn order.
Um. Am I? Would I be able? Is he still holding on to the gem?
Yes.
Would I be able to try and slate a hand or something to try and take that, or?
Sleight of hand would not work in this instance. He is very aware of what you guys are wanting from him. His death or that gem.
Well, I guess I'll keep attacking then.
Alrighty. You can do like a called shot specifically to his hand to attempt to get him to drop it, or, you would cut his hand off.
I'll be right back. My AC is 15.
I just took it.
If that's important.
Thank you for telling me your AC.
Uh, I will. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll go for his hand to try and get the gem. And most likely miss.
Okay, don't show this again. Called shot mechanics. Called shots are done with disadvantage.
I'm assuming a 14 misses anyways.
Yes.
He's so low, it'd probably just be worth it to just go for the kill.
Must declare the called shot attempt and location before making their attack rolls. Once declared, the player suffers disadvantage on the called shot attack roll. An attack roll suffering disadvantage already automatically fails. Roll suffering. Oh, so if you. That part doesn't matter. Each called shot attempt also modifies a creature's AC. If the attack roll succeeds, hitting the monster's modified called shot AC, the attack hits and deals damage normally, but also deals the called shot effect. Sometimes a save is called for. In such cases, the target must make a constitution. Okay. I got what I needed out of that. 14 is a miss.
Yeah, I'll just bonus action. I'll just take a normal swing with the short sword then.
Okay.
15.
15 is a hit.
Then
Low wizard AC.
that would be 2 damage since that's offhand. And then sneak attack for another 8. That's my turn.
Brings up Pathos. He is going to use a disengage as an action. And he is going to there, and he forcefully takes the key from Diz, who does not put up much of a fight at all. In fact, cowers in the corner and almost kind of displays the key for Pathos to take.
That tracks with everything I know about the man.
That brings up the Skelemans. Who is going to again try to interpose itself between Pathos and targets, and is going to swing at Galark.
With advantage.
With advantage, because that matters. Hey, it did matter. That's a nat 20. You got crit.
Again.
And, you know, that's going to not do much, but you did get crit. That's going to be 8 damage from a short sword, and he is going to use his reaction again to buff it with a level 3 spell slot. So you take, instead of 3d6 necrotic damage, you take 10d6 necrotic damage.
Huh?
Are you okay?
We're about to find out.
40
That's a lot of-
necrotic damage.
40?
40 necrotic damage.
I'm at 1 health. Oh, no, I have relentless endurance. That is why I'm at 1 health. Let's be clear.
Okay. And you took the halved damage. I'm assuming you have the damage from the 8 that you took from the
Yeah, it doesn't
skeleton's
matter.
normal
I
attack?
started this turn with 40 health.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
All right. That is
Are you
all for
not
that
bear totem?
Skeleman's turn.
No.
Yes, I get it, Kit. It's very hard to see people going barbarian and not going bear totem.
It's confusing.
which one did I Can I tell?
Analysis. Ouch.
I don't know how to tell which one I chose.
This Skeleman's is gonna go here, and no, actually, it's gonna stay back there because that's more of a wall than the other one is. It's going to also attack you with advantage.
Yes. Which might become a problem.
It's just the Skelemans. Wait, you said 15 is your AC?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That actually does hit. That is a 15 on the dot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fall over.
And you take. This is just
Unless
1d6 at least.
Unless it's 60 damage, I'm fine. I'm just gonna go unconscious.
You take 6 piercing damage.
I don't know how to.
Just take the last bit of damage, and it'll do the unconscious thing for you.
Yeah. But
I think that was the best burning of a 3rd level spell slot that Pathos has ever done in his life.
he's about to fucking actually burn real soon.
I don't
Alright.
think we have any
Matt-
health potions either.
Rolling 4d20.
Oh.
Rolling a single number above a 10.
Before you all actually went on this trip, because you don't have an active healer among you, Beniaro saw fit to supply you all with the stock from the guild of a superior healing potion each. If you had any potions before this already, you do not gain the superior healing potion, as you already were stocked.
Yeah, I had none. Because that's actually what I was just checking.
All right. That brings up the next skeleton. Well, no, he's still actually doing his turn. Sorry. No, he actually ended his turn because he knocked you out. And he cannot form any more of a wall than he already has. And he attacks, so he can't do anything else with that. Kira notices that your friend went down, Nim, and goes, "Well, it looks like you're next. Would you like to join him?"
Nim is prepared for death.
All right, here it comes. And she's going to attack you twice. She's so nice and polite about it.
Death through glory. Glory through death.
All right, the first attack misses, but the second attack hits again. What is your AC, Nim, just to make sure?
16.
16? All right, yeah, the first attack misses. And that will be not a crit, so she can't double her dice, unfortunately, but you will take another 13 damage total.
Harder, mistress.
Oh, it's coming. That does bring you up, Nim.
Alright. 5. Give me that attack of opportunity.
Can you get out? I don't know if you can make it through that corner.
What do you mean?
I guess I don't know where you're going. Never mind. I'll let you do your turn.
I should have an attack coming from Owlbear unless she's choosing not to. Or, I'm sorry, from
Owlbear.
Kira.
Kira is attacking, yes. You are her
Here
target.
is the one on the bottom.
That's
Oh, okay. I just can't see her. Oh, yeah, it's like the name for it is down here in the darkness. I'm just seeing Miss Owlbear on the top.
and you take another 6 damage as she plinks under your armor on the way by.
6 damage. Okay. Then Bam should be getting 1 from him. Bam.
Oh wow, that's a base 16. You take 5 damage.
Okay. Just to double check, we were doing potions of healing as a bonus action,
And
correct?
you have already declared it a rule for this part, especially with there not being any healers. You can use your potions of healing as a bonus action here.
Okay. Bam. Should be
I
an
want it
attack.
noted that you kicked around that globe again. It was already knocked over. You kicked it further out of the way just so you would have a clear space to move through.
That's fine.
Table, on the other hand, you had to step over that, and you stepped right on one of the intricate pieces of the astronomy astrolabe thing, and it cracked in full.
That's fine.
I feel like Nim does not care.
Yes, but Elminster might care.
Elemenster's dead.
Currently in a ball.
Alright. Is that where you were stopping, or are you going past that too?
No, I was getting his attack of opportunity before continuing my movement.
Oh, yeah. 1 second. Base 14 plus the shitty skeleton mod is still a hit, so that is another 5 damage.
Damage. We will now chug our potion of superior healing. Boop. 27. Feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I would say.
I like
And
looking at
then
the rolls because it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2.
here, and then we will attack him.
Alrighty.
And we will remove this from our inventory because we used it. Boop. 19
Is a hit.
damages. 7.
I'm gonna do this manually so that you don't just outright murder his ass.
Valid. And then,
Alright.
assuming he's still up, we will attack
He's still up.
again. 25.
25 is. I almost did that as damage. That is a hit.
11 damage.
He sadly takes it.
He's still conscious?
He's looking very worn out right now.
I am out of action economy. Milo, it's up to you.
Kira,
or Miss
before you
Owlbear.
do that, Kira is taking an action she had stored, so to speak. This is more for cinematic than anything. And she kind of smoke bombs, and when the smoke bomb dissipates, she is gone.
Disappointing.
You hear a voice in the room still. Oh, don't worry your little head. I'm still after your ass.
Hot.
I didn't think Warforged could have kinks like that.
I'm sure there are plenty of kinks with Warforged.
After all that stabbing, I have plenty of kinks in my body right now.
Is that your turn in full, Nim?
Yes.
That brings up Skelemans, who, seeing you already over there, is now going to try to hold off another person from getting over there. And is going to attempt to attack Milo.
Please no.
Use the bathroom real quick.
Milo, what is your AC?
17.
Alright, this one does hit then, and you take 5 damage. Lark, give me a death save.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
uncanny dodge that.
Save.
So
Go for it. That's fine.
yeah, so I think I only take half of that, so 2.
Failure.
That is one fail. You're now on natural one can kill you range.
I'm excited.
That ends Galark's turn. That brings up Diz, who wets himself. Brings up Skeleton, who is also going to try. Excuse me. Holy crap! This hiccup won't go away. Try to attack Milo. And as the skeletons have been prone to do with Milo, rolls way under 10, so that's a miss, and he moves up there to create a bigger blockade to stop Milo, hopefully, from advancing towards Pathos as well. But that does bring up the top of the turn order, which brings up Milo's turn.
Well,
Oh, I've been forgetting something. I need to do something real quick. Hold on. There is something. Ah, that's what it is. You have noticed at the end of all of Pathos's turns, all of the damage you've been doing to him, he has been recovering bits and pieces of it. On recovery, you notice that the recovery is happening because the gem in his hand, he forcefully makes it rain itself into him, and so the purple glow that you saw in the middle of the blackness is growing dimmer.
What did I miss?
So he has healed 20 HP total from that.
He's basically draining the life force from Mr. Eggplant. Elm Heist. Elm Hister.
Alright. Milo, it is your turn.
He's gonna be very annoyed, run up here and jam his the healing potion into Glark's mouth.
Galark, you are forcefully taking a drink of superior healing potion. Milo, roll it. See how much he heals for.
Why didn't it
That's the
roll?
description. I think you can actually click the little Beyond 20 button right there.
That's what I.
I'd click on the Beyond 20 dice. That's right next to the 8d4 plus
Yep.
8.
Oops.
Ah!
They rolled the twice.
You take the 28, not the 32. I don't want any of that noise. You don't need 4 extra more hit points.
And bonus action, even though it'll be a disadvantage since things are next to me, I'm gonna throw a psychic blade at Pathos.
Yeah, that will be a disadvantage. $14 is a miss. Whew. Good thing too. That's a lot of damage.
And that's my turn.
All right. Pathos, with both key and orb in hand now, going to disengage again. Back there, hold on. And runs through the open door.
Love is an open door.
And that is Pathos's turn, which brings up Skelemans, who is going to disengage. Pushes things out of his way to get there. Blocks the door. Brings up Skelemans, who is going to push things out of his way and gets over here and blocks the door even more. Kira who is still around, is actually on top of this desk now and reveals herself again to surprise attack Nim, to still gain her sneak attack on it, hopefully. 14 plus her stuff is over a 17, you said?
Hit.
All right. And that will be. Bring up her fucking numbers again. Yeah. Okay, I got it. That plus 2 more of those? Yeah. I can't get away from this number with her sneak attack on you, man. 13 damage.
Ouch.
And that is her first attack. Her next attack is going to be, since she is no longer stealth, she no longer gets a. That's still another hit though, but no sneak attack on it. For 8 damage. Now they rolled something other than the normal for that one. And she is going to bonus action dodge. She's aware of what you're doing, but you could potentially change your target. And it brings up your turn, Nim.
Hmm. I will have to trust Milo to finish off Pathos, the ranged attack.
Being surrounded by skeletons makes that tough.
So we will attack this one.
All right. Your lucky number is 13. Hit over a 13. You hit over a 13.
Damn.
9
I
damage.
almost hit with one of my two attacks almost hit. I just need to roll literally just over a 9 apparently.
You did need to roll over a 9.
4 dice, all under 10. Feels bad.
Then we will do our second one.
That's a hit.
9 damage.
It crumples to the floor. Kind of just a bag of bones in the armor at this point. Scrap metal armor that it had on.
That is my turn.
All right. That brings up Gilliman's, who is going to move here. And will attack Milo. Also, he recovers another 10 health. He was near death, and he is very much so not as near death anymore. Is that not displaying properly? That's why that's not displaying properly, because I changed some numbers to make sure I could do the math thingies. There you go. Milo, you are getting an attack at you. An attempted attack at you.
Okay.
Plus the skeleton shitty roll is actually a hit. Roll that with a short sword. That is minimum damage. You take 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Brings up Glark. You are currently prone and have bits of superiority potion dribbling down your beard.
I shall stand up.
Okay,
Is this
that
an
is-
occupiable? Is this an occupiable space, or is it too small?
It is an occupiable space.
If
You
for
will
some
not be able to
reason,
swing at Pathos through the wall, though.
could I hit the door
Can you hit the
if the
door?
skeleton were out of the way?
You cannot hit the door. The door opens inward towards the stairs.
Well, I mean, I would hit it with my axe, not with my hands. I just want to crush it.
What I mean is it's already open. There's
Oh, I thought I got locked behind him.
no. He has used all of his movement and everything to.
Oh, I
do
thought you
what he
said the
did.
skeleton locked it.
Nope. The skeleton used a disengage action and then moved there, so also couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, I see. So you're telling me the door is open?
Door is open. You can actually see Pathos.
Oh, that changes everything. I'm gonna move right here. Stand up and then move, of course.
Uh-huh.
And then, which of these spells is this one I'm trying to cast here? I think it's...
Oh, I know what's coming up.
Oh no!
Oh, this is like the
forgot he
perfect
has
lineup
this.
too. Oh
I
shit!
forgot
Yeah,
he has this.
that's wow.
Ah,
This
yes.
is gonna hurt.
Okay,
So
I'm
bad.
gonna cast a lightning bolt with
Hang
my
on,
axe.
wait. Before you do, would it have the range if you went here and cast it downward?
Oh, you're right, but I can't move that far.
Yeah, because he stood up.
Oh, wait, how much
Look at his
movement speed
movement.
do I have?
You would have, I think.
Oh, I have
20
20
left.
movement still. Ooh. 5, 10, 15. And it is 100-foot range. I am not gonna have
Perfect.
any problem reaching
no.
everyone.
I'm really happy Kira took the dodge action, but I don't think it's gonna help.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a dexterity saving throw. So,
That's something.
yeah. Yeah, everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
You are casting in melee. There's not disadvantage on that shit for save spells. Damn it.
Picking up Glark is coming in clutch.
This lightning axe is dope. I'm happy with it.
Is that one you just found?
I can't remember how I acquired it. I'm gonna be honest.
We got it in that cave when we were getting
I'm pretty positive Kit rewarded it to you. It was on the table with that demon woman.
Oh.
That sneaky demon woman or whatever it was.
I'm trying to figure out how I have +8 to hit. I'm confused by that.
Do you have 20 strength?
Oh, I'm not. Wait, so. No, I have 18 strength. I was getting my
18,
initiative
so
and proficiency bonuses confused. That's what's happening. I thought my initiative was my proficiency.
Nope.
But that makes more sense. That now the math adds up. And then it's gonna be 41 damage to anyone who fails, and then 20 damage to anyone who saves.
Come on,
I
Pathos.
just want you to know. Outside of Pathos, that's enough to one-shot literally everyone in the room.
I was hoping that I could kill a skeleton because I was going to use great weapon fighting to attack again, but
All right, so I just got this. That's done whether it saves or not. That's done whether it saves or not. So that's fine. That's fine there. All of a sudden, Pathos's wall of skellies just disappeared on him.
Hey Milo, about that wall of skeletons that was blocking your way.
yeah,
I
I've made
think
a.
Alark's got you covered.
I've opened the path.
You're
So-
fucking Moses parting the Red Sea.
Well, I also remembered
Oh.
a feature for halflings where I actually probably could have just ran through all of their legs.
All right, Kira, you have to save on this or you die. Literally. What's the save?
Oh shit. What does it say the save is?
It's gotta be a deck
DC
save, right?
6. Wait, no, there's something else. DC 16.
DC 16?
Yeah,
Well,
it is a
Pathos
deck
did
save.
not make a save. And Kira luckily did. Kira takes 20 points of damage, putting her at 7 HP left.
It's so unfortunate that I can't capitalize on great weapon fighting from something like that. I'm so sad.
You're right next to
Pathos
Kira.
takes 41 points of damage.
It says, I guess, I don't know exactly how the phrasing here works. Because it says, on your turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon, or reduce a creature's 0 hit points with one, with a melee weapon. So I don't think
Not
casting a
using
spell.
it as a melee weapon in this sense.
I don't think casting a spell with a melee weapon counts.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be cheating.
It does not count. All right, Kira's totally not looking
also,
forward to any more of this fight. She's
Anything
looking.
in this line that's not being worn or carried is now on fire.
Kira actually just shouts. Oh, that's cool.
That
The
would
carpet is
be
literally on fire.
this
I'm okay
desk,
with
the
this.
whole
Carpet's
carpet,
on fire.
this
The globe
table,
was kicked over there, so it's on fire. The table's on fire.
the door.
Desk is on fire. Hold on. Do we have any spell effects here that we can add to this for fire?
I do apologize to both of you, however, this seemed necessary. And if Kira wishes to capitalize on Nim, she will need to make, I think, wait, is it melee attack?
What happened?
I'm looking at something real quick. Would you say that Kira was the first person I hit with that attack?
He was.
Perfect. She has disadvantage on attacking anything that isn't me, and that creature has a resistance to the damage dealt by whatever attack she does if she hits not me.
Nice. That means she doesn't get sneak attack dice against me. I might actually live this round.
Her focus is no longer on you at all anymore, Nim.
I'm assuming it's no longer combat focused. I'm assuming it's avoiding combat
Her
focus.
focus is actually on Pathos now. More specifically, a key that he's holding.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
So we're just gonna very quickly. Is it this one?
Oh wow, Pathos was able to survive that?
He's been healing a bit from Mr.
Elementos.
Man. He's healing off of Elmmeister, seeping the energy from his soul, or something like that.
So yeah, if you finish off Pathos here, you should be good.
And you'll be preventing Kira from getting to the key.
I'm less concerned with it. She can escape.
Mhm.
She's fun.
If she escapes
parties.
with the key, then we can't get out.
Oh. Good point. Maybe we should grab the key ourselves.
I guess she might be able to jump over you, but I don't know. You're pretty short. It wouldn't be too hard. Those are good averaging rolls, I think. What,
That
18
was a
to
really
18?
nice lightning bolt. That is like the most useful lightning bolt I've ever seen.
That was the best use of an action that I've done in a while.
Yeah, that was that you turned the combat around.
The only other thing I was gonna do is walk up there and try to kill them again, but this is much better.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for.
I am going to be bad. I'm gonna feel bad about setting all this guy's shit on fire, but that's not the current focus. I'd like him to be
Pathos,
back in his body.
you made one fatal miscalculation. You forgot about our wizard.
Oh yeah.
We have a wizard?
Apparently. It just makes me think of the that green text of where a barbarian pretends to be a rogue by just intimidating everything. It's like, you don't see me. It's like
I think it was a rogue that just had like the. I can't remember what it was.
A strength-based rogue?
a 3.5 was wild. So I don't think you could do. Did 3.5 have
I mean,
dex for weapon attack rolls
Just
for
because you need a
melee?
finesse weapon to proc
There were light weapons.
dex
in-
attacks, does it mean that
Or you had
has
to
to be
take a
using
feat
the
as
dex
well to
bonus?
use your dex
Okay.
bonus, but it didn't. Your dex bonus was not added to damage; it was only used for attacks.
Right, yeah. 3.5 was wild. I'm glad they changed it. It's much more streamlined at this point.
Yeah, I almost experienced 3.5. Almost.
We didn't we do 3.5 a little bit with Chris?
That
Or
one
was that?
session where you got crit to death immediately.
I thought it was 2. We like almost died to bats, and then we died to a crit.
That might have been 2.
That's fire, because I can't find any images of it right now.
That's probably
That's fair.
fine.
Just red scribbles works for me.
Okay, it is Glark's turn. Diz's turn is to shit his pants now after seeing that display of power. Skeleton is
Diz-
dead. Milo, it's your turn. Also, the fire spreads another square out from where it was. 2 things that are flammable.
That happened
Pathos'
really quick.
cloak is very flammable.
Is
The
it gonna do this at the
skeleton
top of the turn
is now
order?
on fire. The globe is more on fire. The table's more on fire.
I
This
thought it
desk is more on fire.
Come all the way around to Galark again before the fire spread. Oh, but Milo stopped the turn order is how you're doing it. Okay. I see.
Milo, it's your turn. Things are on fire.
Is it spreading out on the carpet too?
I need to roll fire damage for that skeleton. Yep, the carpet.
Because there are
all
some
on fire.
innocent bystanders that are
Da-da-da.
currently in range of this fire that might become a problem.
Uh-oh, I need to make sure Kira doesn't die. She might die to fire. Hold on. Kira, what you taking?
Is the fire
She
damage
lives.
gonna be at the start
4
of
health
someone's
now.
turn, or is that gonna be just like a?
Gellermans, how
turn.
much damage do you take? Gellermans takes a full 6. Holy shit.
I don't think it would have spread to that skeleton man's yet, would it have? Because like the stone floor is not gonna get set on fire unless you're counting
There's
the
a
body.
skeleton on the floor that's on fire.
Okay, the skeleton's on fire.
Are you questioning my fire?
No, I was just curious.
Uh,
I would like to know where the fire is coming from. That I feel like that will be helpful.
Milo, you take 5 fire damage.
Okay.
Nim.
Mhm.
You take 3 fire damage.
Hot.
Indeed.
Fire is indeed hot.
Dead body of Elminster. You're on fire.
Yeah, that's one of the bodies I'm concerned about and worried about.
If he's a real wizard, he has a backup in a jar.
Milo,
What?
you can take your turn now.
Well, since I'm already in fire, I'm just gonna keep running through fire and
So Pathos takes 5 fire damage. He's not having a good day.
He chose this.
He's not gonna have very many more days, I hope.
If he's a real necromancer, he has a backup in a jar somewhere.
just so I can stop him, I'm gonna, since I've got the halfling nimbleness and can move through the space of any creature that's a size larger than me, I'm assuming Pathos is medium.
He is.
So since I'm small, I should be able to move through and pop up over here,
Okay.
and I will attack him.
Alright. Do so. That's a hit.
Goodbye, Pathos.
I don't have sneak attack though.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage. Or not sneak attack.
And then, since I had attacked with, then bonus action. And I'm guessing a 14 misses.
A 14 is a miss.
Alright, then, bonus, or, oh, I already used bonus action, so I'm done. Or actually, no, I'll back up so I'm not in fire.
Probably a good idea, or else you would have taken more damage for ending your turn in fire. It is Pathos' turn. And he...
I just want to press the door with you. I don't know how that works.
You just click on the little door icon.
Yeah, but like I'll be pressing it at the same time as him
Oh,
for more door clicking speed.
still has the key. There is a Milo in his way. The suit of armor in the room also awakens at the top of the turn order that was right here. And it moves over to here where the staff holder was knocked over. Picks up something in the staff holder, and raises it like a weapon, and then starts cleaning and trying to bat out the fire right here. Pathos is, instead of going this way now, going to go this way. 15 feet. Uses the key as an action. And then
So does that mean he didn't disengage?
he
I wasn't
did not,
right next to
sadly.
him because I stepped out of the fire.
Oh
Yeah,
right.
he did step out of the fire.
I see.
Is going to
I see the rulers, but nothing else.
Yeah, the door's still closed.
stop. Leave it open. It actually fucks with people's movement. Will move through here, running to, or using his movement to open that door. So that's 20, 25, 30. Brings up dead skeleton, living skeleton. Nope, nope, nope. Unkill him. Unkill him. Living skeleton, who is now going to do something similar that he did before and move in front of a door and blocks the door. Brings up Kira, who is taking disengage as a bonus action. Runs up to here. Has to go through at this angle, so that's another 5 feet. Goes up to here, and then this is going to be a funny one. Attempts a grapple with Pathos to wrest the key out of his hands. So, what happens when two extremely bad strength checks collide? We'll find out. Pathos rolls a 3, -1 for 2. Kira rolls
And that one.
a 10, unmodified. She is now grappling Pathos.
Did the skeleton not take an attack of opportunity against her?
She took a disengage as a bonus action.
Oh, that's right.
That's why we didn't hit her.
Grappled. I think she has to count herself as grappled too. There we go. And you just hear a shout from where she disappeared off to. Help me get the key and we can freaking leave this place. Nim, it's your turn.
What voice said it? Was it her? Or was it him?
Kira said it. You heard it as a shout from Kira.
Okay.
Right. And then we will attack this man.
A base 13 hits.
12 damage.
It is no longer blocking the door.
What says 15, 20, 25.
Get him! Get him! She allows you into her space.
8-bet. Advantage on him, yeah?
Yeah, because he's grappled right now.
Do. 24 will hit. Eight damage.
Ooh, that's funny. He had exactly 8 health left. He slumps over in Kira's arms, and she, not being strong, just lets him fall anyways. Both the key clatters to the floor and the orb clatters to the floor. The orb continues rolling down the stairs, though. Unless you would like to remain hostile towards Kira, combat will be dropped.
I'm good.
So yeah, the suit of armor in the corner still that was in the corner still is animated, and is trying to clean up as best it can with the broom. The broom lights on fire.
I feel like the fucking cleaning thing.
And at this point,
cleaning fire. That's
small-sized water elementals appear from the fish tank, and from other areas of the room, but mostly the fish tank, and begin to douse the fire.
That's good.
Pathos dies screaming for revenge on the floor, kind of right outside Elminster's study. And the gem, upon inspection, is unbroken. If you would like to take it, and you try to revive Elminster with it, Diz goes, "We'll need a powerful wizard for that. Do you know one?
Yes, Galark.
Huh?
Galark, can you restore Elminster to his former glory? Can you revive him with the orb? His soul is trapped inside."
I could try.
So Galark, take up the orb and give me an Arcana roll.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Cannot wait for you to like nat 20 this and just some fucking how be a barbarian wizard. And your next level, oh no.
Galark, you take up the orb, and obviously you are looking on in pure and utter confusion. So, doing what barbarians do best, you think, like all other things that usually hold trapped objects, you can simply
Break it.
break it.
Yeah, obviously.
So,
What did you do with it?
having quite a good amount of hard flooring around you, you look to Diz, and with a knowing look, you just go, basically, "I got this." And you, with all of your strength imaginable in your berserker rage still that has not quite
Actually, it
dropped
has
fully,
ended because I went unconscious.
uh,
But I can rage
you
again if you want me to.
shatter the no, we're story wise, don't worry about it.
Okay.
You shatter this orb on the ground with your full might, and you see a purple emanate from the orb, and Elminster's body turns to dust, and Elminster is no more.
Did I do it?
You actually killed him! Like, for real killed him! How could you?
I was trying to help.
You're
He'll
no
be back.
wizard! Get out of here! Get out of Elminster's tower!
Does that mean we can take the key?
Just go! He doesn't know if you have the key or not. He just wants you gone.
Kira, I look forward to meeting you in the future.
We'll, see about that.
We will.
As we're on our way out, I just want to leave him with a thank you for the party.
The food was delicious.
We didn't eat.
Exactly.
The only thing that was consumed was the fake poison that you drank.
The food was delicious. I don't even know if I can taste.
When you go back to the entrance, the familiar portal of yours is actually lit up now.
That's cool. Job complete.
Was it though? Was it really?
Mission success.
Well, we're done. So,
Pathos is
Well-
dead.
You go through the portal, talking about all this, and so Beniaro's on the other side, still pacing, kind of still trying to figure out what's going on now that the actual normal portal is up. And so he goes, "Now this portal appeared. Did you solve it?
Yes.
Did you do what you had to do?"
we have achieved things. Yes.
When all
Both.
three of you are officially through the portal does not close.
They require assistance still.
Did we
Yeah.
go back? Or is Kira gonna come through that portal soon?
What happens? Oh, apparently we lost connection to the server. V, are you dead?
I'm still here.
All right, never mind.
It's working for me.
Yeah.
As you look on at the portal, do you attempt to go through it again or no?
Can we see anything through it? That
No,
Uh,
it's the normal style of portal at this point.
I mean, if they need us to go back through, I mean, I could go back through if you guys want to go back through. Check it out.
well, if it's not closing, I guess that means there's something left there, right?
I don't know how these portals work. It's magic. I obviously don't know anything about magic.
That was very obvious.
It wasn't. It was. I'm not the one who gave myself that job.
I went through the window and now I'm stuck outside the building.
Get back in.
I like that you attempted. All right, Nim falls to his death.
Probably, actually, though.
Windows.
Bye, Nim.
It was fatal because I'm Linux operated.
Oh my god.
You guys go back inside, and it's the same tower. And as you go into the entrance of the tower, you see Div at the entrance, who wasn't ready for you yet. He actually goes, "Ah, are you the travelers here for the party?"
Yes, we need to go see Elementos right away. Right now. Immediately.
Elfmeister? You mean?
Sure.
As you take stock of who else is in the room, you notice that Elminster is actually downstairs with Mrs. Albert and Kira, and Pathos is nowhere to be found.
There's some Doki Doki Literature Club shit.
Well, that's
Elminster looks over and notices you guys and goes, "Ah, it's the adventurers I hired. Well, it's about time you made it here." He gives you guys a wink.
You're not dead.
And he goes, "Of course not. I was hiding. Like Pathos said, that asshole."
So wait a minute.
Let's
Can I
enjoy
look
the
at-
festivities.
Can I
Where
look
were
at
you
my
hiding?
letter again?
Oh, I had a soul cube around. Pathos thought that I never figured out his magic jar trick was basically what that soul gem of his was, but I figured it out and I capitalized on it to store my soul instead of a soul cube. It was the best thing I could have ever done because it revealed Pathos's dirty plot and it helped me save my friends. So thank you very much for that.
Hooray!
So you're saying you weren't in the orb that got smashed into the ground somehow?
No, that was just another trick. A lot like the doves that you guys fought or found earlier.
Ah, are they still flying around, by the way, or did I set some of them on fire?
Unfortunately, all of the damage done to the upstairs room is still true, so not only are the doves probably, some singed but shitting all over the place, I need to restore a lot of expensive artifacts up there.
Sorry about the
Apologies.
fire again.
I assume that Pathos's insurance will be covering it, yes?
I will take it out of his summer lair fund. It'll be okay.
Ah.
I hope you enjoyed your time on Faerun. I'd like to invite you back again sometime.
I had a
Yeah.
good time.
We find this agreeable.
Yeah,
All right,
it was
our business
a thing.
is concluded. Before Beniaro scratches a bald spot further into his head, why don't you tell him that your payment is awaiting in the form of an increase to either your armor or a weapon for each of you. If you do not have a, let's say, +1 weapon, you can add that to your inventory. I will magically make it appear for you right now, and if you do not have a +1 armor, I can add that to your inventory instead, if you prefer. Make your choices now. 5, 4, 3,
Sounds good.
2,
We're taking
1.
the
All three
armor.
of you are pushed back through your portal, and it closes behind you with your choices made in your head.
I don't wear armor, and I have a good weapon. I don't know.
I don't wear armor, I just assimilate it into my body.
So I think for you, because you don't wear armor, you're given a ring of protection, I think it's called.
That'll work.
Galark, you assimilate armor, but you still can technically use the benefits of it, so you gain a +1 armor, as far as I'm aware.
Well, I still use armor, I just spend an hour assimilating it into my body.
Yes, so you still gain a +1 armor in that sense.
Okay.
Milo, you also gain a +1 armor of whatever type you deemed necessary for yourself.
Studded leather, so my AC went up. Yay.
Wait, so does my AC go up regardless, or is it just I get armor that is +1 armor?
Ring of Protection is what you get, Glark.
Oh, yes. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was to me or the other man who couldn't quote unquote wear armor.
But he can wear armor. You get the Ring of Protection.
Okay.
To equipment. Equip regular. Equip the better. Neat.
I now have an 18 AC.
Beniaro comes up to you. I guess payment was confirmed? I'm confused about this job. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it.
It sounds
This
like
is
he
for the
knew
best.
you.
Job successful. Good job, guys.
I think the exact words he said was, before Beniaro scratches another hole into his head or something. Or maybe he said bald spot. I can't remember.
He scratches his head again at that anyways, and then walks off. Good game, guys. That's it.
Okay, bye. That was
Nice.
fun.
That was enjoyable.
Yeah, that was fun.
I like the part where Galark just fucking wizard out and
I mean, I did the same thing last time. I feel like it's gonna be common.
I like that I smashed the shit out of Galark, and then Galark's like, oh yeah? Let me one up ya.
Glark
Just makes
almost
me think
gets
of,
that,
like,
gets one
Dragon
shot.
Ball Z, where they don't fight with their full power until later in the fight, and then they're like, hang on.
And I was really hoping to land a hit on one, kill the second one with my bonus attack from Great Weapon, and then kill the third one with my extra attack. I was so excited. And then I missed with 4 dice.
Well, yeah, the -5 is huge.
I just needed to roll a 10. That's all I needed. The odds were so against me. I'm sad.
Their AC was 13. I actually buffed Pathos' AC because he only had a 14 with mage armor. I'm like, this is way too easy for them.
Okay, I thought he was hard to hit for wizard. I'm like, I feel like I should be hitting more.
Technically, he only had like a +1 to dex, so I bumped that up to 2 and made his AC 15.
Ah. Also, his healing was wicked.
Yeah.
So that was specific to if he held the gem. If Pathos is holding the gem at the end of his turn, he regains 10 hit points.
Ah. Was there a way for us to, like, just grab the gem from him?
You could have grappled it away from him. The called shots would have worked. You could have literally just cut his hand off, and he kept making his Constitution saving throw to actually hold on to the gem. It's a DC 15 Constitution save to continue holding on to the gem.
That's funny.
Wow.
So the other thing about it was, and it never came into play, a person holding the gem has disadvantage on all saves against necromancy spells. Pathos is immune to the effect. The gem
he
did
drop
indeed hold
concentration?
Elminster's soul, which meant a player can use a bonus action to attack with Elminster's firebolt as the mage temporarily possesses the character. This firebolt is a +6 to attack and a 2d10 points of damage if it hits. If the player rolls a 1 on the attack, they drop the gem immediately. All attacks from undead have advantage against a person holding the gem.
Huh. Man, good thing they didn't have advantage from me holding the gem. That'd be bad. They might have knocked me unconscious.
I was so happy about that crit because I'm like, I get to double 5d6 on this? Yes, please.
Oh, because that... Wait. Because the guy crit, Pathos was able to crit his ability as well.
Because it counted as damage added to the swing of the
That's
skeleton.
disgusting.
That's pretty nasty.
That's why I